That all set?
Yes.
Alright, and it's 6:31, we'll call the meeting to order. We'll go straight to the first agenda item, 796 Salem Street, one variance request.
Alright. For the record, my name is Jim Scanlon. I'm here on behalf of the owners, Richard and Deborah Anderson. They have an existing, they have a two-bedroom dwelling that is being rebuilt.
This is the one we were talking about last week
Oh,
where
yeah.
the tree
The
fell
tree
on the
fell,
house.
yeah.
Okay.
And took out pretty much this entire portion of the house. They're basically rebuilding it in the same footprint.
Same number of bedrooms?
Well, they're building it for a two-bedroom. They would like three-bedroom. And I guess I should start by saying whether it's a two-bedroom or a three-bedroom, based on Title V, the size of the system won't change because there's a minimum of
3 bedrooms.
330 gallons
Yeah,
per day.
okay.
The existing system is in the backyard. There are no records, and unfortunately, when they demolished the house, or that portion of the house, the contractor, isn't exactly sure what's out there and where, what's out there. What he does know is it's in this location, and that will be abandoned.
It is a system, it's not a leaching field,
Cesspool?
cesspool, thank you.
We don't know.
We don't know.
We have no records,
It
so we
could
don't
be.
know what's out there.
Yep. What we're proposing is a leaching field, 20 by 31. It meets the local code for number of for 150 gallons per bedroom per day. So we are sizing the system per your regulations. We meet Title V fully with respect to both the size of the system and the issue that I'm here before you to discuss, and that is the Zone 2. The system is, this black line here is the limit. This area back here is in a Zone 2.
It
So
is or is
it-
not?
This is
Yeah.
in the Zone 2.
Okay.
This is out of the Zone 2.
Okay.
Zone 2 is a wellhead protection area. I don't know if This is just the regulations from Title V. I figured it might be helpful. The Zone 2 is the area of an aquifer contributes water to a well under the most severe pumping and recharge conditions that can realistically be anticipated. I also I have some numbers to go over, but an acre by Title V is 40,000 square feet as opposed to the traditional 43,000
Good change.
and change. And then we are partially in the Zone 2. That allows us to design, or the system shall not receive more than 440 gallons of the design flow per acre. And so it's 440 gallons per 40,000 square feet of water. Again, we meet Title V. The lot area is 0.918 acres, but that equates to 39,988 square feet. So it's just under 40,000 square feet, correct. Under Title V, we're required to have 30,000 square feet. And, that would make it. We have to be 39.9 and we're 30,000, so we'll make it there. Because Groveland requires 150 gallons per bedroom, we're looking at 450 gallons per day. And with the same calculation of 440 per thousand, per 40,000 square feet, that has a requirement of 40,909 square feet. So we just miss it. We miss it by 921 square feet. Again, we're fine with the area for the state. We only have, we have 98% of the area required by the town, so it is a little bit short. The area of the system right here, shown in this hatch, is 215 square feet, and that's based on the limit of Zone 2 from Mass Mapper, which is an online, I'm not
Right.
familiar.
Oh, well, yeah.
Mass Mapper is an online basic information on properties throughout the state.
Okay.
And one of the things that they do wetlands and other, restrictive areas. And this came from Mass Mapper, and this is the Zone 2 line. The amount of area that we have is 215 square feet, which equates to about 160 gallons per day if you back into the calculation. And I only bring that up because that would require 14,546 square feet for the whole lot, and we far exceed that. So if you look at the percentages, we do have, for the percentage of the area that we're in the Zone 2, we have far more area on the lot than it can handle. The reserve area that I'm showing is entirely out of the Zone 2. But there is a portion in the Zone 2. And that's what we're asking for variance from, is the local Groveland Board of Health Regulation B314, which requires the design for nitrogen purposes to be 150 gallons per bedroom per day for Zone 2. And we're I said we're providing the 110 gallons per bedroom per day, but we're actually exceeding that.
So is this a 3-bedroom?
This is a
dwelling? In
three-bedroom. The
its
dwelling
existing
itself
condition?
is a 2-bedroom. They're looking to make it be able to have it as a 3-bedroom.
Which would constitute that it's new construction.
Right, that would put it in new
That's
construction.
where this
So
is. the whole
right
thing is
now, are you over designing for a 2-bedroom? Right
Well,
now in its existing condition, or are you anticipating it being a 3-bedroom?
The-
Is it being over designed for the 2 right now, or is
Well, it's not being over-designed for the 2 because the 2-bedroom is the same size
As-
field as a 3-bedroom.
okay
So they're both would end up to be
being
the
that
same
Okay.
same system in the same position, or situation that it's in the Zone 2. They would like, it is a 2-bedroom, they would like to go to 3-bedroom for obvious reasons. They're an older couple and would presumably be selling at some point. But because we have to design for this size anyways, it made sense to come before you to seek the variance. Now, as I discussed with Rosemary, there's always an option of putting in an alternative technology, which is going to run somewhere about $18,000. And I know dollars are not the criteria, but we have no difference in the sizing. It seems crazy to me to put in an alternative technology where we meet the state requirements, but are a little bit shy on the town requirements. And furthermore, if the entire site were in the the zone two, I think that would be one thing, but we only have a portion, about a third of the system, in the, zone two. The rest of the system is outside of it.
Is this house on well water or is it?
No, it's town water.
So
I'm
it just,
sorry,
there is an
it's-
aquifer somewhere.
I don't know actually where the.
I don't
the
either.
well,
We were talking about that
Yeah.
before, we were looking at the
Um,
maps and we couldn't figure it out, so, but that's what's
yeah,
showed
I
up
also
here.
have,
Right.
no, this really won't tell us the answer to that, but I also, this is this is the area outside of the zone two. This is the zone two line. The hatched area is the area outside, but I'm guessing, and I don't know this, but I'm wondering, I know there are there wells over by your, no,
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 But
over
I
by
think-
the church, but
Yeah.
that's abandoned,
I believe my area is, town water,
yeah.
most of the homes
no,
are on.
he meant for
Oh,
the wells,
for
the
the
wells that
town
we
wells.
have for the town,
Oh,
not for you specifically, but the
Right, the
town
town
wells,
wells.
that's what we were trying to figure out where they were in relationship to where the zone two is.
Right.
Because
We
I-
couldn't find any that were
Right,
back
and I know
there.
the wells by the church, St. Patrick's.
Yeah,
Those
that's
are
gone,
hazard, right.
Do
but
we know
that's
what this is?
the wetlands,
Just a wetland?
yeah,
Yeah.
that's
I just
designated.
wanted to make sure it
Yeah,
wasn't
no,
an
no, it's
aquifer.
not. They would have shown it on here if it was a
Yeah.
well, they have a different designation
Right.
Right.
for it being a well, but it's not shown on here. So that's just a wetlands. But, yeah, I know the ones that are over there, but I don't know where the other.
That I'm not sure. I don't think it matters because the zone two is, it's classified as.
There's a zone two, so you can't,
I mean,
I can't change it.
I think there's a reason why he's here, so what are other options, like what is,
So.
I mean, I probably would have more concerns if it didn't meet Title V at all.
Which it does.
and it
Yeah.
meets Title V and
So he,
Yeah.
it is, even
It's
if
just
they
a
go with the three.
Local regulation
Right.
that they're looking for.
Even if they go in with, decide to do a three-bedroom, this is designed for new construction. So, I mean, we did everything that's why when we went out there, we did the extra pits and everything,
Yeah.
because in anticipation of if it was a three-bedroom, then we would be covered, because
Right.
we have
You'd be
the
covered
reserve
inside.
area, we have this, and we have, we're
Correct.
designing it for three bedrooms. So, that was how this all came to be, but then Jim and I were going back and forth because of the zone two,
Right.
and so that's how this whole,
so where's the existing system now?
it's
It's in the zone two.
It's in the
now,
zone two,
and
exactly.
you don't even know where it is
Nope.
now,
No,
but it's been
it's-
here
right,
since it's
and it's,
Oh, yeah.
existed.
and it's all in the
Yeah.
zone two.
And it's all back.
And we don't know what kind of system, it could
Right,
just
we
be
don't-
accessible.
Let's see,
Okay.
I have the.
Obviously, this is a much better scenario.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's being treated, it's the system when we don't know what's back there, and so, I mean, it's,
The date of the house was 1950, so that very well
could
could
be
be accessible.
accessible, it could be.
Um,
And it drops off significantly back
It
there.
does.
Yeah, just like takes off, because we were looking, maybe putting something back there, but no, you couldn't, because, I mean, the slope is just like, just drops right down.
Plus, it would be
So
even more.
where on this, does it drop at, what
It drops
point do you-
Pretty much
probably
right
right,
there.
yeah,
Yeah, right about here,
and it
So-
comes over,
like that way, yeah.
yeah,
It probably lends itself to a cesspool as opposed to a leaching field, a tank, a
Correct.
tee box.
Yes,
something
yeah,
like that.
right.
So anything at this point.
So this is a much,
Improvement.
right, exactly,
Okay,
this is,
alright, yeah.
this is definitely an improvement.
and then I wanna reiterate that, the amount of the system in the zone two is, about a third of the system. But if you were to calculate just the area that's in it, we would only be required to have just under 15,000 square feet, which would far exceed. So,
Okay.
so the amount of effluent would, even with the 150 gallons per bedroom per day, would, you know, meet the nitrate loading.
I mean, if you're okay
I
with
mean,
it.
you've
I mean,
been
I'm-
out there, you've
yeah.
seen it.
And
this-
we
this
went
is-
back, we even, Jim sent it into DEP as well
Okay.
because we both had questions that we couldn't come up with a specific answer for either one of us. So he sent it to DEP for their opinion, and their opinion was that, you know, it meets Title V.
So it meets the state
Yeah,
requirements.
that was what they
Okay.
said, so.
Alright.
Do you know who you talked to at DEP?
What's that?
Do you know who you talked to?
Oh,
Yeah,
sure, Claire.
Claire
Claire
Gold.
Gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we,
Which, it's hard to get anything in writing.
Yeah, well, yeah.
but she actually responded to an email, so we
Yeah,
have it in
yeah.
writing, so yes,
Yeah.
Claire's really good, I mean,
yeah, no, we always deal with Claire, we
Yeah.
don't deal with
I
pretty much
think,
anybody else.
you know, she didn't wanna comment on the local
Right, well, she
regulation,
can't,
which
yeah.
she can't, which,
Yeah.
so that
Right.
really made sense.
Yeah, she can only
Um,
deal with what Title V says, so.
But she,
Yeah.
I, that big, that's a bomb. I didn't notice that before, but anyways, she, you know, was quite clear about it needing Title V and,
Yep.
you know, that's why we,
I mean, I'm comfortable, it's gonna be an upgrade from whatever's there, and I don't
Definitely.
think that's a problem.
Yep. It definitely is,
Alright, so I'll make a motion to approve the variance request at 796 Salem Street.
I'll second that, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
well, thank you very much, I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Okay.
Did I give you?
you did, but I
Yeah,
gave them
you-
to Laurie so that she can use it for the minutes.
Oh, sure.
Right, cause I know sometimes she uses like the wording or something, at least she'll be able
So I
to
can
refer
throw
to
those
that.
other plans away.
Yeah. Yep, we're all set.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, have a good
And-
night.
Thank you, you too. Just FY. I was called today by a contractor to see, what's that? Oh, good point. Thank you.
You're
Good night.
welcome.
Hi, Jim.
With that, we can go to agenda item number 2 is review minutes for approval. And, have you had a chance to review the minutes?
Yes, yeah, so, yeah, I won't be here on Tuesday, I'm not here on Tuesday anyway, and Tuesday, I'm not gonna be here, so, yeah, so, and I'll be here all day Wednesday, all day.
Thank
So, all right, bye, Jim.
Mm-hmm.
I make a motion to approve last meeting's minutes.
Second that, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Next item up is health agent update.
We just met 3 weeks ago, so, but it has been, of course, when it gets to be fall, everybody's like pushing to get stuff done, so there's been a lot of installations and there's been a lot of soil testing out there too, so it's been, you know, busy with that for everything, but, so, there's been no slowdown again when it gets to be December, so.
Ground's frozen.
I
Nobody's
know,
doing
I know,
anything.
yep, but right now, that's, everybody wants it yesterday, so, yeah, but, so it's been pretty busy, just getting stuff done, so.
Mhm.
But, and Anita couldn't make it tonight, so,
Yep, she emailed me, she said she didn't have anything, new
Yep.
reports since the last
yeah,
meeting.
nope, we had, she's got the, flu clinics, you know, all set, and, so that's going on, and I don't think there's anything else, I mean, as far as mosquitoes go, that's pretty much the same. It's still, you know, moderate to low,
Yeah,
End of the season.
and, yeah, and as soon as it starts getting cold, then we won't have them anymore. And I think other than that, I think that was pretty much it. Oh, I sent you I'm sure you got it, but now they're offering the free COVID test
Yeah.
again, so people can, I gave it to, the COA director and told her that, you can go online and order the test like they did last year, so you get 4 tests, just go to that, it's, the post office sends them to you.
Yeah,
So, just like they did before, so you can order them, so I gave it to them too, because our tests all expire November
Right.
16th, so just that way now you can get more when you want, if you
Right.
need them, so. Other than that, I think that was pretty much it, I don't think we have anything else to do, unless you wanna discuss the resumes.
well, I think just in relation to the resumes, we'll do a quick review and then we'll try and schedule something for the, at least the top 3 candidates that we have,
Okay.
and then we can go from there and try to do it as soon as we can. I'll look at my calendar and see if we can't do it, just a quick scan, it looks like maybe October 10th is a Thursday that I might be
Okay.
available that afternoon, so
Yep.
maybe I can come by and we can
Okay.
schedule something, but I'll double check that, we'll I'll look at the resumes over the next couple of days.
Yep.
Probably be the beginning of next week, I Household Hazardous Waste Day Saturday, so I'm just trying to go nuts getting ready for that, so probably the beginning of the week.
Okay, we had ours last Saturday.
Yeah, the trash and recycling meeting the other night, they told us all about it. 34 cars from the town of Groveland showed up, so.
No, it's
Yeah,
good,
it's very good.
Yeah.
Up 4 cars from last year apparently.
Yep.
So,
that's good,
yeah,
it's always busy,
Yeah.
so.
that's what they said.
Yeah.
So,
Not a bad thing, definitely not.
not at all. So the only other thing I'm gonna say is, I wanna thank Laurie for her service to the town publicly, on camera and, recorded. I think that it's unfortunate that it came to this, but, I wanna wish her well in retirement and thank you for everything. Can't say enough how much we appreciate it, so, thank you.
Thank you, Maria.
And, with that, we can entertain a motion to adjourn and
Tell Chris we can check this off.
Yep,